pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now call this meeting of the Fairfield Town Council to order. The first order of business is public announcements. First announcement, Fairfield's annual town budget meeting will be held at the Community Center on Monday, May 13th, 2019 at 7 p.m. Second announcement is the MSAD 49 annual school budget meeting will be held at Lawrence Junior High on Tuesday, May 14th, 2019 at 7 p.m. Number 3, the MSAD number 49 school budget validation referendum election will be held at the Community Center on June 11th, 2019. Absentee voting is May 15th through June 6th. Details may be found at www.fairfieldme.com. The fourth quarter property taxes are due Friday, May 3rd, 2019. The annual spring cleanup is scheduled from Monday, May 13th to Friday, May 17th. There are changes to the program. Details can be found at www.fairfieldme.com, and brochures are available at the town office. And on May 18th, at Central Main Disposal from 8 to 3, residents may dispose of items there. Only one trip is allowed. Central Main Disposal is a recycling center on Gerald Terrace off of Main Street behind Lowry Brothers in Fairfield, where residents can drop off all recyclable materials, including metal, any time of the year. The town is teaming up with CMD for our annual spring cleanup this year. Residents can take items to Central Main Disposal on Saturday, May 18th only, between the hours of 8 and 3 p.m. There will only be one free Saturday and only one trip per vehicle allowed, and that is strictly enforced. More information can be found in the spring cleanup pamphlet. Our second order of business is public hearings. There are no public hearings scheduled for today. Our third order of business is public comments. Members of the public may speak to the council on any item or reserve the right to speak on a specific item that is on the meeting agenda when the item is addressed. Does anyone from the public wish to speak? Seeing none, the fourth order of business are reports from staff and committees. We'll have the town manager's report.
So on April 11th, I attended the Central Maine, Sustained Mid-Maine Coalition's monthly meeting. Linda Woods, who has been the organization's long-term coordinator, has resigned effective the end of April. So it is unclear what's going to happen with her position, since the organization really doesn't have any funds to support it going forward. So we're not sure. There's going to be a bit of a transition. On April 17th, I also attended the Meet the Reps event at the Chase Forum in Waterville. So that was good and well attended. The town reports are now available. We have them at the town office, the library, as well as here at the community center. And then also today, we received our first facade grant application. So we're very excited. Hopefully we've received an awful lot of press coverage, and hopefully businesses will continue to bring in those applications. And that's it for me.
Are there any other committees that wish to report? Seeing none, we'll move on to the fifth order of business to waive the reading of and accept the minutes as printed or amended for meeting number 2019-07 held on April 10th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any discussion? And I would just draw the council's attention to an addendum to the minutes that was distributed today that my remarks from the end of the last meeting. It was not included in the email version. So that is additional. And just for clarity, I guess, so we're all clear on that, I'm taking the motion to be the minutes as printed, including the attachment.
So moved.
Second.
All right, so we'll just say that's what the motion is. Is there any further debate? Seeing none, all in favor of approving the minutes? Any opposed? Any abstaining? One abstention, that carries. Sixth order of business is to approve the treasurer's warrant. Number 63 in the amount of $98,131.84.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor of approving the treasurer's warrant? Any opposed? Any abstaining? And that carries. The seventh order of business to take action on the following items of business. Item number 1936, ordered that the town council hereby approves the purchase of a zero-turn mower with funds from the cemetery perpetual care interest account.
I'm not familiar with zero turn. What does that mean?
Those are the mowers where they sit on them.
Oh,
There's
the
a
rider.
rider.
Oh,
But
okay.
but they usually have the levers. They're the
Mhm.
larger decked ones.
Mhm.
And the reason why it's called a zero turn is because it has almost a 0.2.
Cool.
Maybe Bruce could explain it better, but
No, you did good. So moved.
thank you.
Oh, second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. I'm going to move that we amend the motion to accept the bid from Hardy's Motorsports in Norwalk in the amount of $7,151.20. So, does anyone want to second that?
I'll second it.
Okay, so that, we now have an amendment on the motion, and in the nature of debate on that amendment, I'm taking that from the Public Works Director's memo indicating that was the lowest bid for this piece of equipment.
Okay.
John, you say it wasn't?
Well, I'm just looking at all the quotes and everything, and we have one quote here for $6,750.
Was not an adequate machine. I did not include that in my wording on there, but that was a lesser quality machine.
Inferior to what
Okay,
he wants or what we need, right?
No.
In comparison to all the others, that was
Okay.
a lot less quality, not as durable.
So
Okay.
inferior.
well, I was just curious on that because it was,
I like that word better.
That's the inferior tractor.
Inferior, yes.
All right, so, is there any other debate on the amendment to the motion?
No.
All in favor of the amendment? Any opposed? Any abstaining? So the amendment carries. We're now back to the main motion as amended. Is there any further debate?
No.
Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? That motion carries. The next item is number 1937, order that the town council hereby approves the interlocal agreement with Kennebec Water District.
So moved.
Second.
So motion and a second. Is there a debate on this matter?
No.
So I do have one question, based on the memo that you sent. It mentioned the filling of the VACON truck. Has that previously been being filled from an unmetered
Yes.
source?
Yes.
So this interlocal agreement will increase the cost for operating the VACON truck?
Correct.
Okay.
So it was brought to everyone's attention last summer that the attachments within both the center station as well as the main station did not have meters on them, and they were used not only for filling fire trucks but also for the Public Works water truck and the VACON truck that the sewer department uses. So that is inconsistent with the practices in the remainder of the municipalities within Kennebec Water District. So this was done so that, one, we'll still be able to fill our fire trucks at no cost because they're simply interior hydrants, and this spells that out, but we will have to use metered water for the VACON truck. The water truck, because that's simply a large tank, and not fine components, we're using a pump at any other local water source and using that to fill the water truck. But the VACON would probably have to come from a metered service connection, which we have at our Public Works garage.
So you said that our current practice is inconsistent with other municipalities, but if we were to not agree to this agreement, is there some legally enforceable mechanism to stop us from doing this?
So what they would do is they would place meters on both the fire station locations and bill us
Okay.
for that water usage. there probably is an argument to be said for the fact that anytime we use it to fill a fire truck, it would still be considered an interior hydrant. Because the process with hydrants in the wintertime, this is where the biggest issue comes into play, is that hydrants are not fully charged. You can access a hydrant, but in the wintertime, it also requires the water district to come out and drain and re-prep them for the winter so that they don't freeze. We have a hydrant right in back of the fire station, but filling fire trucks in the middle of winter when it's sub-zero temperatures is dangerous for the truck as well as the hydrant. So there could be other workarounds, but I think ultimately we will still end up paying for what goes into the VACON and the water truck should we need that source.
Okay. So in the long run, failing to ratify this agreement will cost us money?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any other debate? Seeing none, all in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? That carries. The next item is item number 19-38. Order that the town council hereby approves a 30-day extension of the extension agreement with map 03A lot 017-0A2.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing no discussion, all in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? That carries. The eighth order of business is the council workshop and other business. The first item is to discuss award recognition letter.
This was the item that Councilor Kashadi had asked for that we tabled from last meeting and pulled forward.
Yep. Yeah, basically, it's a young gentleman who has done phenomenal. In fact, he just received, yesterday, I noticed he just received a recognition from Senator Searway at the State House on it. And the gentleman is handicapped, he is blind, he is a trumpet player and does a phenomenal job, has won some awards and stuff like that. And I just think that he really, with the hard work that he's done and everything that's gone on, I think he really deserves. He was also an Eagle Scout, which is even more unbelievable. But, you know, with all of that, you know, I just thought we should do some type of recognition for him.
I agree that we should do some sort of recognition, and what I would like to propose is that we invite him to play the national anthem for our town meeting and recognize him at that event.
That's nice.
That would be excellent.
Very nice.
Yep, I like that.
I do too.
So I think we'll work on making the arrangements for that to happen.
That could work.
Excellent.
Work on. Perfect.
Good.
So our next item of business, number 2, to discuss Public Service Recognition Week, May 5th through 11th.
Last year, I had the council approve the thank you note that's in your packet. We had posted it on our Facebook page and tried to make a little bit of a to-do during that week regarding what all of our folks do for the community. And just wanted to run that by you again because it does happen before your next meeting, and to make sure everybody's still on board with us going forward and doing that. So that was really my biggest thing. It comes at a terrible time for us to plan multitudes of other events regarding Public Service Recognition Week, considering all of the town meeting prep that we do before this. It doesn't leave us much time to plan, but we'd like to at least try to chime in.
Excellent. Has everybody reviewed the letter that was in the packet?
Yep.
Are we okay with that being posted and distributed?
Yep.
Right.
In that case, I will take a motion to approve that happening. if
So
somebody wants to make
moved.
it.
Second.
All right. So I have a motion and a second to approve us adopting this sentiment, I guess. All in favor? Any opposed? Any abstaining? All right, so you are definitely authorized to distribute that on behalf of the council. Item number 3 is to discuss other council business. Councilor Kashadi?
No, everything seems to be going well. You know, Do apologize for missing the last meeting, but I had a very strong commitment that I had to take care of and had no choice in the matter, so.
Completely understandable, and thank you for the service you do to the community. Councilman Chandler?
Nothing for me tonight.
Councilman Booth?
Well, just in case Mrs. Bisciotti's watching, I'm awfully sorry about her little mishap, and I hope she gets better real soon. We kind of fond of her and her husband.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
I have nothing to add at this time, so the next regular meeting of the Fairfield Town Council will be on Wednesday, May 8th, 2019. And at this time, the council will recess and sign all documents that require the signature of council members. Do I have a motion for a recess?
You do. So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Without objection, we are recessed.